I write this in September 2020, just a few short months away from what would have been Dad's 3 years since Dad died. The other day, my husband got home as I was working on this very book that you hold in your hands. My hands, not your hands, unless you own it already, in which case it could be your hands. What are you wearing? He asked. I was wearing an oversized grey zip-up fleece. Earlier that day, I'd been out with the kids and my sister-in-law, niece, nephew, and their dog, still adjusting to the new normal of summer 2020. We met in a forest. It was a chillier day than expected, and I hadn't taken a jumper. Luckily, rather than shiver, I remembered my emergency kit stashed with the spare wheel of my car. In my emergency kit was one of Dad's warm fleeces. Dad was a fan of a quality M&S jumper, and when I'd been helping sort out Dad's clothes in early 2018, I was struck by how new and how lovely many of them were. Even now, the sight of a jumper that Dad might have liked, or a man in socks or sandals, or a nice pair of functional leather shoes, can still move me to the point of tears, but also makes me thankful I had him in my life for 36 years. Anyway, I decided to keep one of Dad's jumpers for me to wear in emergencies. Much like I would have called him in a breakdown situation, now I could somehow keep part of him with me if I ever broke down or wasn't wearing warm enough clothes. When my husband mentioned it, I'd forgotten I was wearing it, but I went and had a mindful look at myself in the mirror and then packed it away in the boot until the next time I need it. I think for me, that's what learning to live with grief is like. Once the pain wears off a bit, you learn to look in the mirror again and find comfort and strength from that person, even though they're absent. There you go. That's it. There we go. How was that? Are you still with me? Any questions? So if you don't have the Grief Collective already, that story is in the book, along with 53 others by people who have experienced grief. And even just today, I had somebody contact me to tell me how much they had enjoyed it, and they're finding it really useful. It was a lady that contacted me, and she said that she'd bought it, and since it arrived, her husband had started reading it, and she hadn't got a look in yet, but he was finding it really useful. So it's available on Amazon, and it's like $9.99, and I think you can probably still get it in time for Christmas. So it's the Grief Collective: Stories of Love, Life, Loss, and Learning to Heal, or you can just search Marianne Trent, and it will come up, I believe. Let me just see if I've got any questions. So it was a bit snotty, wasn't it, guys? It was messy. How was it? How was it for you? Have I got any questions? Anybody? Got to scroll down till I find myself live. Oh, I've got 35 comments. Hold on a minute. Let me read through them. Oh, Rich, we're here. Thank you, Rich. Hannah's given me a wave. Rich has given me a little wave. No questions, I'm just listening. Rich says, "You're so strong, I wouldn't be able to do this." I almost didn't at points there, did I? I almost didn't get there, but I started. I was going to finish. Lots of love from people. Watching myself wave, that's weird. That was great. Well done. Thank you, Rich. Beautiful. Well done for reading it out to us. Everyone needs a copy. I think they do, because honestly, oh, thank you, Laura. Grief might not be around for you yet, but oh, I'm glad, Louise. So thank you, Marianne. It was really cathartic to hear you reading that. Well, I'm really pleased. You know, I am happy to, I say to my patients, I don't, or clients, depending on which setting I'm working in, I don't expect people to do things that I'm not willing to do myself. So if I'm not willing to, oh, I look even worse without my glasses on. I might put them back on again. Can't see the tear-stained eyes so much. I don't expect people to, to do things that I'm not willing to do myself, and I'm absolutely willing to talk about sadness and grief and all of those things. So that's, it's why the book exists, and it's why I'm willing to do things like this, because I'm a human first, I'm a psychologist second. I say that to everybody. Not everybody, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? Past people in the street, I'm a human first and a psychologist second, and they'd be like, all right, okay, good. Smile and nod. Smile and nod. Yeah, but You know, that's why people like working with me, because I don't know, I'm not your average psychologist, I guess. Maybe people start working with me and wish I was. But yeah, what you get from me when working with me is it's not all about me. You know, I actually don't make it about me that much at all, but you will definitely get the fact that I will be a human. So yeah, if you don't have the Grief Collective, probably should have one in your life, because it's a good book. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with you today. Thank you for staying with me. If you've got any questions or you're watching on replay, do comment with the hashtag replay so I can see that you've watched it. And thank you very much. Have a nice rest of evening, whatever you're up to. I think me and my husband are gonna either watch what's it called? It's got Kiefer Sutherland in it, whose name I can never say. Kiefer Sutherland. Um, the Designated Survivor. So the first half of series 1 was amazing. Literally, like I'd be like, at the end of every episode, I was like, no, no. And then by the middle of series 1, we were like, it's lost the edge. And now we were hoping we were dragging on to the end of series 2, but we've realised that series 2 is a lot longer than series 1. And we might just sack it off and watch something different, because it's not that good anymore. Sorry, Kiefer. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you have a nice evening, whatever you're doing. In preparation for this evening and for at 6:20, I lit a beautiful smelling candle to remember my dad mindfully. So my brother said that he was coping today by trying to distract himself, and I was like, bring it on. This is what I do. I'm going to mindfully think about him. And so my living room smells wonderful, which is nice, because we're allowed to comfort ourselves. We're allowed to look after ourselves. So you can do whatever you need to do, be that crying, be that looking after yourself, be that a blanket, be that hiding your tear-stained eyes behind your glasses. You know, look after yourself, look after those around you. And if someone is grieving, look after them too. No, no.